Hey guys, welcome to the 109th edition of the Animated Girls Profile Confidential. I think the title says it best. Today we are looking at a group of girls who all debuted in 1999's Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost, the second of the ongoing direct-to-video Scooby-Doo animated films. We're talking about the HEX Girls. The HEX Girls consisting of Thor, the lead singer, Luna, the keyboardist, and Dusk, the drummer. Dusk, of course, has the pigtails. Luna has the orangey red hair, and Thor, of course, has the black red hair, if you will, the blackish red hair. And ever since their debut, they have gone on to become a very popular group, if not a trio of popular characters in the Scooby-Doo franchise. Now, depending on how they're depicted, whether it's in the show or the comics, they're mostly coming off very identical to how they originally debuted. Sometimes there's a few differences here and there, and that's fine. Not a big deal. But, you know, when you get down to it, they're pretty much the same characters. They're a rock band. They have a gothic motif to them. You know, but the music mainly is a mixture of rock. It's a mixture of ballad rock, if you will, soft music, stuff like that. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. And you know, after Witch's Ghost, they've appeared in other versions of Scooby-Doo. They've appeared in the What's New Scooby-Doo show, I think, on several occasions. They've made a return to the direct-to-video movies in Scooby-Doo and the Legend of the Vampire, which I do have. Yes, I do have Scooby-Doo and the Legend of the Vampire on both DVD and Blu-ray. I have it on Blu-ray. It's one of the direct-to-Scooby-Doo films that got a Blu-ray release. You know, I don't know why they stopped doing them. Maybe that's a video on its own I can do. But yeah, basically, you know, the characters have made appearances, like I said, in What's New after Witch's Ghost and What's New Scooby-Doo, Legend of the Vampire. They've made appearances in the ever-popular Mystery Incorporated, if you will. They've made appearances, and I think they made appearances in Scooby-Doo and Guess Who. So they've made a lot of appearances, you know, in Scooby-Doo franchises, and like I said, even in the comics, which is pretty cool. And what's funny is every time it's announced that they're going to show up in some incarnation, people are happy about it because they're like, great. The people are, what I'm trying to say is, people are happy about it because they're like, yes, we're going to get that trio that we like back on the screen, or we're going to get that trio that we like in the pages of the comic, because for some odd reason there's something about the HEX Girls that really appeals to a lot of people. And I think it's not just the whole, you know, gothic rock band motif they have. It's the fact that they are a great example, even in the Scooby-Doo franchise, of looks can be deceiving. Like, just because they look one way doesn't mean, you know, there's something else. You know, there's more to them, you know, beneath the makeup or the, you know, the music and all that. So I think that's pretty cool, and I think that's why people, you know, are very, very receptive of them. I think that's why people like the characters. That's why they get a kick out of them. It has kind of been strongly hinted, and I'll say it right now, it has been kind of strongly hinted in several incarnations of Scooby-Doo, mostly kind of teased at the end during the ending concert, the little concert that they did in Witch's Ghost with the song Earth, Wind, Fire, and Air. It's kind of hinted at that perhaps there's something between, or some kind of attraction maybe between Luna and Shaggy and Dusk and Scooby. Yes, that is true, because there is an episode, one of the few episodes they appear in What's New Scooby-Doo, where at the end she kisses Dusk, that is, kisses Scooby on the face, on the cheek, if you will, and he licks her back. And it's been gone on record, as far as we know, that Dusk, who's supposed to be like the more short-tempered version, the short-tempered member, I should say, of the group, the petite one, if you will, it's gone on record that I guess in all of the different incarnations they've been showcased in, that she's the only one to kiss another character, and in this case it being Scooby, which is really interesting. It's really interesting. It's really intriguing, if you will. But yeah, again, getting back to what I was saying, I think honestly, when you look at these characters, the reason I believe that they have such a cult following is because it's not just the fact that they have that not grungy, but that gothic rock band, alternative rock band kind of look to them. But they also have that. Look, but also the fact, I should say, that outside of that look that they have, there's more to them. There's more to who they are than what is being let on. And that's what's appealing to everybody about the HEX Girls. And like I said, they've appeared in more than just, in more incarnations of Scooby than I think expected. I don't know if they've appeared in Be Cool Scooby-Doo, which I don't know how they'd be represented there. Thankfully, that didn't probably happen. If it did, I'd be surprised. But, overall, though, overall the characters are decent characters. I think that when they came up with them, I think they knew what they were doing. I mean, again, their debut was the second direct-to-video Scooby-Doo movie in 1999. These characters have been around. The HEX Girls have been around for 22 years this year. 22 years. And in those 22 years, like I said, we have seen various incarnations of Scooby-Doo. From the direct-to-video lineup to the What's New to Mystery Incorporated, and even in the comics, and every time in every incarnation, I should say, the HEX Girls show up in some shape, form, or fashion, which is cool. Just drinking some Pepsi there. But yeah, like I said, it's pretty cool. So, so to me, there's no doubt that they are more than worthy to be on a list like this, to be on a series like this, because to me, honestly, I'm kind of surprised I haven't done an Animated Girls Profile Confidential on them since I began this series. So it's pretty shocking to me. But yeah, in the end, though, these are characters that I highly recommend you look into. You check out the episodes of What's New Scooby-Doo they're in. You check out the episodes of Mystery Incorporated they're in, because they're in more than one there. And you check out the movies they're in. And so far, the only movies I know that they're in, besides the debut, which is Ghost, the other is Legend of the Vampire. Both of which you can find on the Boomerang Network, or the Boomerang streaming service, as we speak. But really, guys, that's all I'm going to say on it. Hope you guys enjoyed this edition of the Animated Girls Profile Confidential, the 109th edition. And who's going to be 110, we'll see. But let me know what your thoughts are down below. What are your memories of the HEX Girls? What do you think about them? And do you think they should return maybe in the potentially upcoming Scoob sequel? Because there is talks of a Scoob sequel happening. Or do you think they should just stay true to where they are and just make the return in another upcoming direct-to-video Scooby animated film? Let me know what your thoughts are down below. Comment if you like. I'd love to hear from each and every one of you. And I am out.